this is Glenn, and I am going to read a fable to you today. So yesterday you watched a video and learned about what a fable was. So refresh your brain, what is a fable? Yeah, a fable is a short story that teaches a lesson. So a fable is fiction. So what does fiction mean? Yeah, that it's not real. It's short. It has animals in it that have human characteristics. So what does that mean, having an animal that has a human characteristic? Yeah, that animals do what humans do, but they can't in real life. So this book that we're reading has a hen, which is a female chicken, who talks. Sorry, spoiler alert. But can a hen really talk with us in English? No, they can communicate to each other, and maybe kind of, if you have a chicken, you know, maybe they can tell you they're hungry, like, and what they do, but that's not a human characteristic, what they do. So if they, like in this book, they're talking with each other, different animals, and they can't do that in real life, as far as we know, anyway, right? The other thing is, it has a moral. Every fable has a moral. So what is a moral? Yeah, moral is a lesson that teaches us wrong from right, or what we should do or should not do. So every fable has a moral and teaches you something. So when I'm reading this book, I want you first of all to think, what makes this book a fable? And secondly, what is the moral? What are you learning? What's the lesson being taught in this book? So the book I'm reading is The Little Red Hen by Jerry Pinkney. So he is also the illustrator of the book, so he drew all the pictures. So here we go. The little red hen greeted the sun with a cheery good morning. It was going to be another busy day. While hunting for worms and berries for her young ones, she came upon some strange seeds. Ever so carefully, she scooped them up, then headed home. Any guesses as to what seeds these are? On the way, she greeted her neighbors, the short brown dog, the thin gray rat, the tall black goat, and the round pink pig. I found these seeds, she said. Can any of you tell me what they are? They're wheat seeds, said one of the animals. If you plant them, they'll grow into wheat for baking bread. Who will help me plant these seeds? Asked the little red hen. Not I, said the rat. Not I, said the goat. Not I, said the pig. Surely you will, the little red hen said to the dog. You are so fond of digging. Not I, said the dog. Very well then, said the little red hen. I will plant them myself. She dug holes in the ground and dropped the seeds in. A very busy hen she was. And one thing I see, she's wearing a hat, which, that's a human characteristic. I mean, you could put a hat on your chickens, but you probably wouldn't. Every day, the little red hen scratched for food to feed her young ones. She also found time to care for her seedlings. She and her chicks watched as the wheat grew strong and ripe. It is now time for harvesting, said the little red hen. Do you know what harvesting means? So when you plant something that's producing food, fruit, vegetable, or like this wheat, when it's time to harvest, that means everything's ready to eat. So you pick it or cut it, and then you eat it. Who will help me cut and thresh the wheat? Asked she. Not I, said the goat. Not I, said the pig. Not I, said the dog. Surely you will, the little red hen said to the rat. You can use your tail to chop it easily. Not I, said the rat. Not very helpful friends, are they? So can anyone make a prediction? You kind of see a repetition in this book so far. She's asked twice for some help. And has she gotten it? So any guesses what might happen as we go? Very well then, I will do it myself, said the little red hen. After snipping the stalks with her beak, she separated the grain with her claws. A very busy hen was she. Who will help me take the grain to the mill? Asked the little red hen. Can you guess what they say? Not I, said the pig. Not I, said the dog. Not I, said the rat. Surely you will, the little red hen said to the goat. You are strong and steady, and it's a lovely day to take out your cart. What does he say? Not I, said the goat. I can feel something happening here. There's going to be a message, a moral. What will the moral be? Very well then, said the little red hen. I will do it myself. So she fetched her shawl, then trudged off to the mill. Mr. Miller ground her grain into flour and even gave her a jar of berry jam. The little red hen thanked him and began for her long trek home. So this is one kind of funny thing that makes this a fable with the human characteristics. Could you really see a person doing this for a hen or giving her jam? Because can she spread jam on bread? In this story, yes. So that's definitely a human characteristic to an animal. But in real life, I'm not sure a chicken could do that. They couldn't. Oh, who will help me bake the bread? Asked the little red hen. Not I, said the dog. Not I, said the rat. Not I, said the goat. Surely you will, the little red hen said to the pig. It won't take much effort at all, and you are always delighted with my cooking. Not I, said the pig. Any further predictions now? Do you think the other animals are going to regret not helping the hen with all the things she's done? Very well then, said the little red hen. I will do it myself. She mixed the flour with yeast, salt, and water, then kneaded the dough, shaped it into a loaf, and put it into the oven. At last the bread was done. Another human characteristic. As the little red hen took the hot loaf out of the oven, a tasty aroma circled the barnyard. So do you know what aroma is? If you suddenly smell something or you walk in somewhere and you can just smell, like a bakery, smell cookies, the aroma is what's the smell around you. Or right now farmers are getting their fields ready, so maybe you smell not such a pleasant smell. Oh, here we go. I know who will eat the golden bread, said the little red hen. I surely will, said the short brown dog. I surely will, said the thin gray rat. I surely will, said the tall black goat. I surely will, said the round pink pig. Oh my goodness, is she going to be nice and share with them? What do you think? Oh, no, you won't, said the little red hen. You did not help me plant the seeds, nor thresh the wheat, nor take the grain to the miller, nor bake the bread. My chicks and I will eat it, clucked the little red hen. She set the table for herself and her family, cut the warm, soft bread, then spread sweet berry jam on each slice. Oh, joy of joys. So first of all, what made this book a fable? A couple different things, right? First of all, what genre is it? Well, it's a fable, but it's fiction, right? So it's not true. It didn't really happen. It's made up. There are animals in it that have lots of human characteristics, such as baking bread, talking to each other, spreading jam on bread, growing things. It's pretty short, and it teaches a moral, right? So that takes us into the next thing. What was the moral of this story? Take a guess. And one thing you'll find when you read a book or you watch a movie or you experience something, depending on the person's perspective, maybe someone will learn something that that really triggered with them, and maybe someone else learns something else. So could there be more than one moral in this story? Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of times there's a bigger moral, and maybe you can pick out little things too. But overall, I think we could agree on it's hard work pays off. That could be one. So the hen worked really hard and then she got to enjoy this delicious bread at the end. But another important one is what? Yeah, be helpful to others. Or you could phrase it a different way, but if her friends would have helped her, do you think they would have gotten to enjoy the delicious bread with her? Absolutely. But since they kind of tried to take her for granted and say, well, you do all the work, and then they still wanted the prize at the end or the reward. So if you work hard, you'll be rewarded. So it's kind of like that. She did all this hard work, planting and taking care of the wheat and then harvesting it and then getting to bake bread with it. Then she got to enjoy it. Would that have been fair if she shared it with everyone? So I don't want you to go away with, oh, she was mean, she didn't share, because really the lesson is if they would have helped her, they would have gotten to have some of that delicious bread. So that's the moral of the story. What lesson did you learn? So I hope you are able to describe and explain what a fable is and also what a moral is. So I hope you enjoyed this, and hopefully I will talk to you soon or see you soon. Have a great day.